I've just come back from my Monday afternoon Ein Yaakov Shiur, and I wanted to share the following with you. On Monday afternoons, I have the tremendous zchus, the privilege and honor to learn with Reb Mendel and Reb Mendel, two pillars, giants, and stalwarts of the Melbourne Jewish community in general and the yeshiva community specifically. We are learning the Gemara Ein Yaakov on Masechta Brachos, and whilst I'm the one who is giving the Shiur, as Chazal tell us, mitalmidei yoseh mikulam, we learn most from our students. And if that is true when learning with young pupils, how much more so when learning with two men in their 90s who have grown up in our community from the early days, who have seen so much, who have had Mesiras Nefesh for Yiddishkeit from their youth till the present, and have been contributors to the building of the community and our institutions. So, there is a version of the Haggadah which says, "Va'afilu kulanu chachamim, kulanu nevoinim, kulanu zekenim," that even if we were all scholars, we would have an obligation of telling over the story of Yetzias Mitzrayim. These Haggadahs add the word zekenim, elders, and whilst that is not the Chabad custom to say, the commentaries explain that what the Haggadah is telling us is that whilst there is a wisdom that comes through Chachma and Bina, that comes through study and through learning through the books, there is a wisdom that comes through being zekenim, through life experience, and that is found through the elders, those who have lived through so much and seen so much in their lifetime and have lessons to impart and share with us who are much younger than them. So today we were learning the Gemara in Brachos, which tells us that if a person greets you and you withhold that greeting, you don't greet them in return, that is an act of gezel, that's an act of stealing. And this is derived from a pasuk which says that the stolen goods of a poor person are in your house. How can you steal from a poor person? A poor person has nothing to steal. So Rashi explains that when you greet someone, they owe you that greeting in return. And by withholding that greeting, that is an act of theft that can be perpetrated on someone whether they are rich or poor. As I told this Gemara, which is obviously illustrating the idea of kindness and politeness to other people, Reb Mendel shared with me the following story. It was a Friday night, and he was on his way to the shul at yeshiva, where the custom is, even in the summer, to daven Ma'ariv late. And so as he was walking to shul, there were a group of young men who were walking back from another Orthodox community, having davened already on their way home to eat the Shabbos meal. And Reb Mendel greeted them with a hartzika, a warm good Shabbos, but they responded in a very mumbled, begrudging type of way. And as Reb Mendel said, "Do you think I was just going to take that lying down?" Reb Mendel went and he spoke to the Rav of this particular community and told him what had happened. And the Rav addressed his community and rebuked them, telling them about the importance of politeness, of Derech Eretz, of kindness, and that they should be returning the greeting in a warm way to anybody, let alone to someone of that age and distinction. This was a beautiful story that Reb Mendel shared from his experience that illustrated our Gemara's words perfectly. The importance of returning a greeting and the importance of greeting another person with warmth and kindness. Reb Mendel and Reb Mendel came from a time and a world, in a way, where Melbourne was a small shtetl, and it was a given that there was this politeness, warmth, friendliness to anybody, irrespective of what type of community you came from. But in today's world, we're all so busy and we're all isolated in our own communities, and it's very easy to negate that type of politeness and kindness that was a given only a generation or two ago. And so therefore the lesson from the Gemara and from Reb Mendel's anecdote for us is about the importance of being kind and polite to anyone. The Gemara tells us that we have to run to greet someone before they have the opportunity to greet us, even if they are not Jewish. And certainly if someone does greet us, we should return it not just as a formality, and not just as an act of politeness and manners, but to do so with genuine kindness, warmth, and concern for the other person. That when they give us a shalom aleichem, we respond back with an enthusiastic and genuine aleichem shalom, and that a good Shabbos is returned with a good Shabbos to whoever it is, from whichever community they are, and no matter what age they are. And if we do so, we will be kinder people, and with more kinder people, we will be a kinder community.